Thank y'all for tuning back in to your favorite channel, Pelican Bay Dog Talking News for the day. Giving it to you the way I always do, fair and unbiased. Some gonna like it, some ain't. Y'all hit that subscribe button if you haven't hit it yet. Don't forget to hit it, man, because y'all starting to seem like when you look at your YouTube, I'm starting to wonder if the subscribe button say $2.99 or $5.99 or something on it. It's totally free. Go ahead and hit that button. Don't forget to hit that like button before you get up out of here. Don't forget to hit them comments as well. All right, I got my brother Brick Soldier Kennel back in here with me today. You see, he got so many great stories. You know what I'm saying? I couldn't get them all in one interview, and I ain't gonna be able to get them all in this interview. You know what I'm saying? But we about to touch on a few things and get y'all some of that dog talk for the day. How's it going, brother?
Going good. How about yourself?
Can't complain, man. Another hot day. Another hot day. I gotta go out early in the morning and late at night, man. I ain't gonna lie to you, bro. I,
Oh yeah.
I see what them old people used to tell us when we was real young. Get your ass out that heat, and we ain't see no heat back then.
No, no.
What that heat do something different to the body right about now.
Oh yeah.
But yeah,
Drain
man.
the real fast.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir. Yes, sir. But I'm gonna go ahead and get this thing started off, man. You know, I want to ask you something. Uh, some dogs just have that natural ability, right?
Uh-huh.
Have you ever seen a dog that just naturally you feel like he couldn't be stopped straight off the chain, even on dogs with keeps, even though you still do a keep with him, but you felt that naturally he'll just come destroy stuff. You ever had one like that?
Yeah, one, but I probably had 200 dogs, but only one that was like that.
Yeah,
She was a gyp.
legit.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, them females, boy, they be something. They be something. Yes, sir. Yes, sir. But man, I got a few pictures I want to ask you about. You know what I'm saying? And we can
Okay.
I pull up right here. That picture right there, man. That's Little John up there, right?
Yeah, that's Cuban Missing Link, Lil John, and that's my Red Boy Jocko bitch from straight off Don Whitten Yard. Her name was Rachel. So that's me, Missing Link, and that was his yard man, Flacco, which he ventured off and started his own kennel. But that the one guy in the middle, that's one part of Missing Link, but that's Lil John right there.
Little John, the one without the tape on them out, right? I didn't hear you, bro.
Yeah, that's Lil John without the tape.
Okay, okay. Well, how big was he? He seemed to be about maybe a
Yeah.
low 40s or
Nah, he was a heavy dog. He was
okay,
a fat dog, he was a house dog,
okay,
Only
okay.
free, fat house dog.
Oh damn, damn. Oh, let me ask you this, man. You got kids?
Yeah.
All right, all right. Out of your kids, do you see any of them? Like, do you see yourself in any of them, far as the love of the dogs, or they, they on too, they love it like it a
Uh,
little bit, but
uh, my daughter, she'll stop and deal with him. I guess now because she got a little 1.5 year old, and I got him a pup about 3 4 months ago. So
yeah,
she's starting back to take up time. But when she was little, staying with me, she kind of deal with them. But other them boys, no.
yeah, yeah. Feel you on that. Feel you on that. Let's see here, my brothers. Shout out to everybody down in the chat, man.
But,
Everybody in the comments.
but back to that question, you know what though? I got a little cousin because I got an aunt.
Yeah.
She was young, older than me, and her second son. Now that he still, he took that up,
Okay.
with the dogs because he was always around me,
Yeah.
and he took that up. I
Oh,
got to give it to him. He took that up.
okay. Yeah. It'd be somebody in your family there. There's always at least one person somewhere or another, cousin, nephew. If it ain't, all the time be your kids. It'd be somebody in your family. And
Yeah,
sometimes it ain't all the time the little fellas. It might be the girls, It
yeah.
might be the girls. How about this dog right here, man?
That's China Red Vampire. One time DGL. That's the one I was telling you when 51 minutes, no turns, no out of hole. leg was broke, some freak accident on the release. Uh, she barely made to Grand Champion Werewolf, the dog that was stolen.
Oh damn. You say it was a freaky accident. I had a freaky accident on the release. I had the one I was telling y'all brothers about that he was just a supreme, mild, straight barnstorm shaker, but he wouldn't scratch a lick on when we was breaking him off. I took him back. I probably was maybe about not even a whole foot away from the other guy, and as we was taking him, my dog reached out and grabbed his leg while we was both had our dogs in the air, in handle. And my dog grabbed him by the leg, probably about midway, and shook about 3 or 4 times, man. Broke it about 4 or 5 places.
Damn.
Broke it about 4 or 5 places. He ended up had to go get him straight or whatever. But yeah, from freaky accidents, man, like that, just the dog had done won the show. My dog had done stopped. My dog had done stopped scratching. And
Yeah.
just by us grabbing him, and this little accident happened. Boom, he grabbed him again, hit that leg, bam, 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 bam. So I lost the battle, but I won the war. However,
Yeah.
which way you want to put it, you know what I'm saying? I lost the war and won the battle, or I lost the battle and won the war. That's how I put it. I won the war. But yeah, man. Let me see. I got a few more pictures. We ain't gonna be here long today, fellas. We
Yeah,
just
but she was Red Boy Fresco on the top and Pure Vessel on the bottom. That bitch could bite, boy.
red boy on the top and what on the bottom?
She was Red Boy Frisco on the top and
Okay,
Pure Vessel on the bottom.
okay.
That Grand Champion Solution stuff.
Okay, I'm not real familiar with it. You can light me up on it. Kind of a
Just
little
the moment.
down
Go
on
back.
it.
You go back to the Roscoe Divine stuff
Okay, okay, okay,
coming through Elwood.
okay. Yeah. All righty, all righty. Yes, sir, man. I hope everybody having a good day out there today, man. Keep doing the right things with these dogs. Salute to all the brothers that I did interviews with, all the brothers that I'm gonna do interviews with in the future. Big shouts out to all the brothers, man. Big shouts out to all the brothers. Don't forget, man, the Saturday Night Live, like always, 9 p.m. Don't forget to tune in. Don't forget to tune in. And don't forget, to watch the part 1, 2, and 3 of the Brick Soldier Kennel interview that I dropped already. You know, this this not gonna be part 4. This is a whole separate interview, so you can check this interview out as well. Don't forget, like I say, to hit that like button before you get up out of here, and don't forget to drop in them comments as well. Now I got another picture right here. I got a couple pictures. Let me see right here, my brother. What's this guy here name?
Bob Bob Extra.
Yeah, yeah,
Uh, my mentor gave me that picture that was at their house, 1978. They was getting ready to go to the woods and hunt that night, and
yeah,
the
yeah. I
old
remember you
man,
saying that.
he was he was even dealing with Corvino, bringing some of that stuff from Joe Corvino and buying it.
Yeah.
So the stuff I had basically came down through him years later,
Did
20
that
years later.
is that brother dead?
Yeah, he died. That was in '78, and he was in his late '70s, early '80s then.
Oh, dang. Dang, that's around the time I was born.
Yeah. Actually, my mentor's his baby boy was born right before that picture. That's how he remembered the year on the picture.
Yeah, yeah. Okay, okay. His son's messing with the dogs?
No, no. Actually, one of his sons married to my aunt. He asked me about some, but
Oh,
his
okay.
actually his son, one of his sons, that's the one I was talking about that picked it up and ran with it.
Yeah, yeah.
So he was sitting around his granddaddy listening to stories.
Okay, okay. Yeah. So what about this picture right here, man?
Same, that's the same breed.
That's the same
Same
breed, just
breed,
different
Little
picture.
John to that Deacon Junior bitch. I mean Don Wooden bitch.
Okay.
Heavy red boy Jocko.
Uh,
Actually, when I had to go lay down, I gave that dog the missing link with the papers. So go ahead and run with her.
does Little John have? I'm looking at him right here. Does he have like a white in his face, like the little
Yeah.
white?
Yep.
Yeah, I like that. I like that. I like the markings he got
You see that star on him, right?
on the side.
Yeah.
Yeah. Mm-hmm. Yeah.
Yeah, that's from the last interview what we was talking about.
Yeah. Yeah. And you said that Joker, he a big dog?
Who now? He probably high 40s, low 50s. He was just a fat dog.
Yeah. Yeah.
Was kept in the AC and fed good.
Yeah. I ain't gonna lie, man. I always seen pictures of him on online pairs, and I always liked it. You know what I'm saying? I ain't never really got into it as far as had that blood or nothing like that. But I always seen CML Little John up there, and the pictures that they had up there was pretty good back in the days, you know. And I was like, damn, that motherfucker look. It's a couple dogs I always looked at the pictures back in when I was real young, and never really had the pedigree. One of them was 357. I love the way he looked because he reminded me of one of my old school dogs, and I used to like Little John. You know what I'm saying? I used to like that, but I ain't never had nothing off that stuff, man.
The little dude in the picture on the left, he passed on. I got to give a shout out to him. That Jackie Chan. That Joker stayed with more black people than anybody. He was a hell of a mechanic. That dude worked wonders, man.
My man in the black shirt.
Now to the right, holding the female
Okay,
by the
okay,
collar.
okay.
Yeah, he at that time he was staying with me in the barn. He helped me out with the dogs and stuff.
Yeah,
But he had, I let him ran a mechanic shop out of the barn that was on the other side of my property.
okay. Hey, when brothers like that go, man, you miss them. I ain't gonna lie to you, bro. Brothers
Yeah.
that help you out, help you out doing different things, and man, you miss that kind of help, man. I ain't gonna lie to you. Yes, sir. Yes, sir. Them was the days, man. This was both great dogs right there. Y'all brothers looking at history, man. Y'all brothers looking at history. Let me see what I got here, man. All right, that's the picture I showed. What about this right here? What dog is this?
That's the China Red Vampire. That's when I came home. Me and my kids, about a couple months after I came home.
Okay. Oh damn. So you think the Little John stuff is like if I want to start my yard up now, what strain, which dogs from the Little John stuff should I run?
Anything really you can find off of Wycon, because
Yeah.
I really don't see too much off of Showtime or Yellow Boy. But anything you can find off Wycon, I would run with.
All right.
I just picked the Jip up yesterday with some of that in her bottom end.
Yeah, I seen that down there. I seen that down there in that pit. What about this dog right here?
Oh man, where do you hear this story here? I can't remember which joint it was. I'm finna tell you, cause whenever when you come home from doing that free vacation.
Yeah.
So Mr. Chico Lopez, I get a journal in the mail. I open it up. I got out March 19th of 07. So it had to be April or a May issue. I can't remember, but it was one of them. It had to be between April and May that journal came. He got advertised, oh, the only dog like this bred in the world. I think he was studying them out. I can't remember, so don't hold me to this. It was either $2 grand, 24. It was some outrageous price.
Yeah.
I'm like, what the hell is this? So I called him up. He had the number, in the advertisement.
Yeah.
I say, man, how come you got this dog in the journal saying you the only one in the world got this dog? What it was, how they bred, it was Champion Bobo bred to Champion Annabelle.
Yeah.
Now remember when Boom spanked them, Bobo died. Boom put that thrack on him. Put a good whipping on their ass.
The same Annabelle that I was asking you about in the picture?
Yeah,
Okay.
Annabelle off of Mayday.
Okay.
This dog was off of Champion Bobo bred to Champion Annabelle.
Okay.
Well, they got it listed, not Chico Lopez Annabelle, but Laz had sold Annabelle to him. But Laz had bred Champion Bobo to Champion Annabelle. So when the roster man put that whooping on him, the dog died a few days later, and the puppy was already born. So now Chico advertising the only dogs like this in the world. So I called him. I say, man, how you got that dog like that, the only dog in the world? Oh, cause it is. I said, no, the fuck it ain't. I said, I got one right here. I'm looking at the motherfucker. What? I say, look at the area code on the phone, on the phone number that I'm calling you from. I say, yeah, you came here before. Wait a minute. You informed my, yeah. Okay, well, you know such and such. Yeah, that's where I got the dog from. CML. So somebody told me later on, he went and I can't remember, was it a Damien dog? I'm going to be honest, I can't remember the name of the dog. Somebody said it was Damien. And said he flipped the pedigree on the dog to being off of Mayday or some Mayday stuff.
Yeah.
But it's the same dog. Same belly mate, you know?
Yep. Damn.
But this motherfucker was a stone cold curve, bro.
That dog on the picture right there?
Yeah. Stone cold fucking curve.
Damn. Well, I thought you were going to say he was the damn shit.
Man, that motherfucker was a stone curve. That picture there, the picture was took probably a month before I came home, and my partner sent it to me. When I touched down, this dog was right at 3. He was right at 3. And you know what time it is. You done sat around long enough. I've been going 3. It's time to clean up.
Mm-hmm.
And that motherfucker, when I tell you what it was,
Damn.
I don't care because I bought him or even if I bred him. If they ain't no good, they ain't no good.
Yeah. And that'll be Annabelle and who?
Champion Bobo bred the champion Annabelle.
And who Bobo was off?
Bobo was off of Lil Jon.
Yeah, okay. And you think it's a possibility Chico could have changed Damien and put him off Mayday instead of with the one that...
That's what somebody said the name of the dog. If I don't know how to find them old journals.
Yeah.
But if you can find the first or second, between the first and third journal that came out in 07, the beginning of 07.
Okay.
That he had the advertisement in there.
Damn.
Oh, I told him that he was a cussing motherfucker. Then somebody, you want to sell him? I say, no, man. That dog a piece of shit. I told him, I said, that dog a piece of shit.
Damn.
You don't want to sell him? They're a piece of shit. So when you asked me that twice, and I told you the first, you had no business asking me that twice.
Mm-hmm.
If you're a dog man, you understand what I'm saying?
Yep.
If you're a dog man, you had no business asking me that question twice.
Yep, you're right about that.
So a few days later, I sent him down the road.
Damn. Mm-mm-mm. And he looked like a big dog. He in the 50s.
No. That motherfucker was short. He was short with a long body.
Okay.
No, he wasn't no big dog. He probably would have went low 40s, high 30s.
Red nose?
Yeah.
Oh man, wow.
You know, if I could have kept that dog and studied in mine. I had the paperwork and everything. I could have studied in mine, but why am I gonna do that when I know what this motherfucker is?
Yep.
To me, you not only disrespecting the person that you charging that stud fee to, you disrespecting the game altogether.
Mm-hmm. And you ain't gonna have no confidence in your heart that them dogs gonna be anything because you already know that you're coming off a curve.
If I know some shit, bro, I can't sell nobody no shit. Yep. I can't see this man riding off and let me tell you something. I ain't no saint. I ain't no religious person. But I do got morals and principles I stand on.
Yeah, yeah.
And I ain't got to pick up a Bible every day or whatever to try and make me do right. I just got morals and principles I stand on as a man. I'm always on my square. So I try to be straight up with people. I don't try to. I keep it 100 off at all times. If it ain't no good, it ain't no good.
Yeah.
Just like I was telling you about the Davo Corvino stuff. I had curves out there. Listen, the same one of the dudes in your chat. My salute Almighty Kennels. I'm partners with him, friends, good friends. Listen, that man spanked me twice, bro.
Almighty.
Yeah, before we was partners and whatever. We knew each other, but we just doing them. Nobody else wanted to do them, so we had to do each other.
Oh yeah, oh yeah, oh yeah.
So anyway, but listen, the man who sold me that dog a year before that, he told me all I can guarantee you is 10 minutes. He said after 10 minutes, I don't know if he gonna turn that hog loose and run. I don't know if he gonna hold on to the hog till y'all getting tied up. All I can tell you is what I seen him in the woods for 10 minutes. I
Damn.
had to do so. Listen, he was around here catching. I had him around here catching 3, 4 hogs. But then I ran into what? A smart ace,
Mm-hmm.
and he hey, I ain't want to believe it. Stood in line. You
Damn.
know, to chase this man again with that same dog. And
We,
what he did the second time, stood the line again, and but he went 5 more minutes longer.
damn. Damn.
But it was my shit. It was a piece. It was a curve.
Yeah.
That man made me see. I should have never even. But he should have been sent down the road after that first time. He wasn't. He wasn't hurt. He wasn't nothing.
Damn.
You understand? So I have no problem. See, some people tell you, "Oh, they good." They're just like the average joker. They'll tell you about every fight they won. They don't
Yeah.
never tell you about that one they lost.
Yeah. Yeah.
It's hard to find jokers that gonna tell you that.
Oh yeah. I feel you on that. I
You
feel you
know?
on that. Hey, it's like my memory forget that. It's like all the stories I can remember about Bo. I can remember some of the ones I lost. You know, if it was a dog I really had, some time in. But I ain't gonna lie to you, I lost a whole bunch of shit. You know what I'm saying? With dogs that I can't even remember right now. You know what I'm saying? And I guess it's just the way the mind works. You only remember the good stuff. You only want to remember the good stuff. And unless it was just something you can't forget,
Yeah.
some of the ones some of the ones I did a lot of losing with, you know, it was dogs I ain't really had no time with, dogs I get 1 or 2 days a week. Oh, you want to take it out there and do this with it, and
Yeah.
dogs that you don't know nothing about the backgrounds, and you know, just shit like that. You know what I'm saying? When I really start focusing on what's what, and saying, man, damn, I ain't spending my money on damn just anything. I'm gonna make sure I want it, and then I don't like to lose. Shit, man.
None of us do.
Yep.
But
So
that's part of the game,
yeah. Oh yeah.
any
Oh yeah.
competition.
So I try to get something I could damn work with. You know what I'm saying? And then shit from there.
I,
I
I, I had a guy tell me on after that first one, oh, I'll take that dog back and tell that man I want my money. I said, hold it. That man told me 10 minutes is all he seen. He
yeah,
didn't tell me to buy that dog. I told him I came to buy a dog. He told me walk the yard, tell me what you want, what you want.
yeah.
You understand? He didn't hold
Mhm.
no pistol in my head and say, you gonna buy this one. He ain't dig in my pocket and take my money and say, here, take this dog and keep it moving.
Yeah.
I say he was straight up. All he seen was 10 minutes. And
Mm-hmm.
I can't do nothing but respect that.
Yep. Yep. Back to what you were saying, man. Back,
He didn't he didn't stop on the 10.
yep, you're right about that. Hey, what you were saying about treating people right and selling people good product, like a lot of these brothers, they don't go get, say, when they buying these dogs, they send in the transporter and stuff like that. But see, like when one thing I found out, man, when you get to meet people, the person you selling the dog to, this ain't even got nothing to do with the dog, what they gonna do with the dog in general. Just the fact that that person is happy, man. You see the smile on their face, or you see, they thinking they getting a great dog from you, and you can't walk away from them and they drive off or go whatever they're going at, and you walk away and knowing you done shit them. You know what I'm saying? That ain't where it go, man. You gotta walk away like, you know what I'm saying, knowing you did what you was supposed to do. You know what I'm saying? As far as a dog, man, you gave them a good product, and it ain't no feeling like, you know what I'm saying, treating people right, man, and meeting good people. You know what I'm saying? Because a lot of brothers, they just make the sales, this and that, but we never meet each other, and we don't meet each other, so we're liable to pull a trick here, a trick there, a trick here, a trick there. But brothers get to starting to meeting each other, man, you be like, damn, man, I can't shit, bro. You know what I'm saying? I can't damn, you know what I'm saying? I gotta, and really it's your whole program. You don't need to do nobody like that. You know what I'm saying? You need, treat everybody like that, because the same way you want to be treated when you go to somebody's yard, even if you pick out the dog you want, or they have a dog for you to get right there, you want them to be honest with you. You know what I'm saying? If that dog don't
Yeah.
stop, if that dog don't stop before, let me know. That's cool. And if I decide to buy them, I still want to buy them, then I know what I'm buying them. I know what the
Man,
situations is. You know what I'm saying? If you only seen 5 minutes in them and you tell me that, and I'll say, yo, okay, cool. You know what I'm saying? Then shit, I know anything past that 5 minutes is on me. You know what I'm
there
saying?
you go.
And shit, I could try them again for 5 minutes if I want. You say you seen 5 in them, but you ain't seen no more, so you can't guarantee nothing. And another thing, you can't guarantee nothing anyway. I don't care if it's a 2-time winner. You can't guarantee he gonna win the third. You know what I'm saying? It's just the way the pendulum fall. You might be
You
going
know,
against, some ace or something or anything.
yeah. And I'm not a glory hole or nothing, but it seemed like I was saying, when you asked me that last interview,
Yeah,
about trust,
yeah,
I'll tell you what I did for a guy. He bought one of the dogs when I bred Lil John to my Davo Corvino bitch. Oh man, I told you they came out they mama mountain. But anyway,
yeah,
he didn't listen. I done hit the dog 2 power shots when he was gone. So this guy get the dog, had the dog about 3 weeks. Now one of my partners, he wasn't in the dogs or nothing, but we drank in the evening. When he get off work, he come sit with me.
yeah,
And he said, "Hey man, such and such walking that dog around the neighborhood. I thought you don't walk puppies." I say, "You don't." Well, what the hell you talking about? Well, anyway, going quick story. The dog died.
dang,
He came putting on this. Now you had this dog 3 weeks. Oh, just give me another dog. I say, what? Wait a minute. Hold on. Can you repeat that again? Just give me another. I said, okay. And when you go let this one die, now I'm out of 2 damn dogs. And I said, no, hell no, bro. I said, no, I can't do that. I say most people guarantee a puppy when they leave their yard 3 days.
yeah, yeah,
I say, but you had this dog 3 weeks. So anyway, that same dog I showed you that one time, DGL and Grand Champion Wolf, I had another belly, 2 more belly mate sisters to them that I
yeah,
got from Gator Mouth. This dog was 16, 17 months old. I called him up one day, right? I said, I'm gonna see where his head at. I know what my heart at.
yeah,
I called him. I said, bro, come through. I got something for you. I say, pick one of them jips. Which one you want? They barely makes to. You say, okay. This was before the dog made Grand Champion. All this. He took his out first because I was gonna take that one in the picture out, but I had to go lay down. So I had to I end up telling the dude just get them boys they money because he was holding the forfeit. So I couldn't do her at that time. So he took his while I'm in there, I'm calling, you know, and they tell me, oh, she done did good. Won the second one. Good. No aftercare. You know why? Because you done won and took the money and went out of town and partied for fucking 4 days and left the dog with no aftercare.
yeah,
But anyway, what I say about this, where I say I'm not a glory hole, just give me my credit when I did something for you. He went and told the whole story, gave a whole what them speeches like the president State of the Union address at a show, and told all these people he got the dog from such and such. When actually he got the dog from me.
yeah,
So when I touched down, he come by the house. Me and his younger brother, we the same age, we tight. So I say, man, why you running around telling people you got that dog from such and such, but you can't be honest and say, I said, where you got that dog from? Out this yard. I said, okay then. So you got it from me. I say, so why are you doing that?
yeah,
It's just, so lo and behold, that was 2007. Guess who called me up the other day, want me to hand him something? This same guy. No, bro.
damn,
I don't mind placing them with nobody if you hunting.
yeah, yeah,
I don't mind just giving it to you. But no, hell no, not after that. No, you told your ass.
yeah. I feel you on that.
But that's another thing in the game. I can't get nothing from I buy a puppy from Going Hard and say I got the puppy from Albert White. I'm gonna get Albert. You
Yeah.
can't do that.
Yeah.
Just keep it a buck.
Mm-hmm. Yep. Yep. You right about that, bro. You right about that. So let me ask you this, man. This is my last question before we get up out of here. You know what I'm saying? My last question before we get up out of here. Throughout your days, has it ever been a dog that made you mess you up emotionally? Like either when it died or when you got rid of it, sold it or something, you was like, man.
Yeah, yeah. I think I sent you that picture, but it wasn't a good picture. I got to send you another one. I had one called Dakota, the Dabo Corvino dog. I bred her to Lil John, and I think I bred her to Wycon. But she was like kind of between me and my cousin because we was running the same stuff. And when he had went in like about 5 years before me, and
Yeah.
I went and had to bring all his stuff to my place. But I got that dog. Her name was Dakota. I had that dog tattooed on my back, and the chick told me, "Say you get a dog tattooed on your back with her name, but you won't put a human female." Hell no, cause she went to bat. She went to war.
Damn.
And if you just have that attachment
Mm-hmm.
with them, it still run. Listen, the only bad thing we wasn't doing it the right way at the time,
Yeah.
and she was just one of them ones. Oh man,
Yeah. Damn. And what you say her name was again?
Dakota.
Dakota. Yeah. Yeah. Okay.
Actually, she was named after the guy's daughter, or one of my mentors who we was getting them dogs from. He named that dog after his daughter, one of his daughters.
Oh, damn. That was cool. Yeah, man. I appreciate you stopping by today, man.
Yeah, I appreciate it. Anytime, and I like to send a shout out to everybody that's doing the thing on YouTube. Going Hard, 7-8 Sports, Samurai, Red Leash Kennels. I've been checking that brother. I like his content.
Yeah. Yeah.
And
Really
plenty more. It's just always some knowledge, man. Always some knowledge.
Yeah.
And I wish this would have been going on before.
What?
And then also when you hear everybody else what they've been through, it kind of make you more attached to them to let you know you ain't the only one that done went through some fuckery with people.
Yep.
You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
So
shit, I learned so much over the last 2 years, man, looking at all these different brothers' stuff, stories, channels, everything, man. I learned so much different things that I didn't know. Like you said, I wish all that stuff was around back then, you know what I'm saying?
oh yeah.
And all the knowledge and different things, man. Just, but it is what it is, and just lucky to see the game, to where it is right now. Hopefully, we'll be all right with it. You know what I'm saying? Hopefully we'll be all right with it. Everybody do the right things. All right, before I say that was the last question, but this is the last one and we going out on this one. I asked Brother YB the same thing. Or he asked me this, you know what I'm saying? He asked me this. This was a good question. What do you feel like we need to do to better the game?
I think have more confirmation shows.
Yep, that's what he was
saying. That way, if them people, somebody pay you a visit, you got trophies and pics and stuff going on, and have more of those. Kind of like nationally or regionally, start off regionally. Like you might have one in the middle of Florida, you might have one middle of Carolina, one in the middle of Georgia, one in the middle of Mississippi. At least twice a year. Not no one time a year, at least twice a year. So you stay active and meeting different people, but at the same time, it's giving you something to do and keeping your mind going. Like a lot like these, like I say, these shows on all these brothers got on YouTube. Listen, I look forward to turning the TV on because I watch mine on TV.
Yeah,
You
yeah,
know, and I look forward to that. I haven't watched a TV show and I don't know when. It's
hey,
always some content, some knowledge, but I think that'll help us out. And also, if we had for us, I don't think a lot of us do too much lying when it comes to the oh, I got grand champion, this a full-time winner, and you know
yeah,
how these people lying on paperwork.
yeah.
I think if we could keep track of that,
Mm-hmm.
it'll help the game too. But I don't think too many brothers don't lying about their stuff, man. You know
Yeah.
it is what it is. Honestly, when you turn, you know you can pick up off people energy or they
Mm-hmm.
vibe. You
Yeah.
ain't gotta be them and read their body language. Like say going hard, the two twins.
Yeah.
You can tell them they ain't no bullshit artists.
Yeah. Yeah.
Same thing with 7 Days Sports and what his name Schoolboy. You can pick up off their energy. They ain't no bullshit artists. Same thing with all them guys on Samurai. You can pick up off people energy and tell they not no bullshitters.
Yeah. Yeah.
You
Right.
understand?
Mm-hmm. And I want to send a shout out to Samurai and the whole Shogun crew while we talking about it. Shout out to all them brothers. Shout out to Going Hard. Shout out to 7 Sports. Shout out to Fat Bill TV. Shout out to Triple J out there. Shout out to Red
Oh
Leash.
yeah,
Shout
Triple
out
J.
to Red Leash. Hey, Red Leash, man. You gonna get tired of me saying this, but man, Red Leash had one of the. We all do these shows, but Red Leash interview with I think that's Ross. That's one of the still one of my top, one of my top 5 interviews, really top 3, you know what I'm saying? Because that's the type of stuff I'm dealing with, you know what I'm saying? So I always, gonna rock with Red Leash, you know what I'm saying? Because that's one of the first interviews I seen with these dog stuff, you know what I'm saying? When he dropped that thing with Ross, them boys, you know what I'm saying? So shout out to Red Leash and shout out to everybody that's down in the chat, man. It's so many of y'all brothers I know. Y'all down in there. Shout out to all y'all. I appreciate everything. We're gonna keep giving it to you the way we can give it to you. Keep doing the right things with these dogs. And always remember, we in another era, another time frame. The stuff we talk about is history. But at the same time, you can apply the health, the exercise, and all the stuff like that to your modern day dogs and your modern day program and do the right things with these dogs. When we talk about the keeps and this and that, you don't have to be doing nothing illegal to take information in from the health and the feed and all this stuff and the weights and all that. Nah, that's about having a good, healthy dog, not obese, because America is starting to get a problem where we just want to think everything's supposed to be obese. You know what I'm saying? And
Oh yeah.
anything that's skinny is malnutrition. You know what I'm saying? And it don't work like that. Some of this stuff is built to be skinny, with the Malinois. Like the Malinois dog, I walk on the street, my ribs showing. You know what I'm saying? That's the way they built. They're not built to be big, heavy dogs. You know what I'm
No.
saying? But guess what? It's not a problem because it ain't a pit bull.
I had one that night also at the hog hunting, but that third one, this dude, I told my partner conditioned him. Salute the Almighty. He conditioned him. And I told him, I said, bro, you see what these dudes do. You wasting your time. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
And same thing, had him put away. This guy here like to pick heels up on top after 5 to no more than 8 minutes. And I'm like, who cares? We know he coming like a freight train, but do he know how to finish? That's why I love that Davo Corvino shit.
Yeah. Yeah.
These motherfuckers were monsters. As I had a little one time. I come home from work at the time. I was working and doing my thing before I went full time. That doing my thing that something me, gave me a free vacation for 3 years. 6 weeks old, boss man. I had to, you know what I'm saying? Get him. I come home from work, one or two dead today. The next day, I had my grandma stand with me. She tell me, boy, you better get back there on move them crazy ass damn puppies.
Hey, that's
I said, huh? She said, I ain't know what to do. She said, I ain't want to hurt now one of them. I was gonna grab that jip out of there.
Yeah.
But she
So go back there, lay it out. I didn't believe it the first day I saw it. I took one that was stone cold DOA. I put it back in there to see what this crazy motherfucker do. This crazy motherfucker went shot right back at it. Went at it again. I said, I'll be damned. I called that bitch hot girl.
Damn. Yeah.
But anyway, back to that third one with so-called Crunch or Grand Champion Crunch. That dog then walked off. He won. Now the fourth one, yeah, I'm gonna give it to him. It was a halfway decent show.
Yeah.
But the fifth and the one that lost, no, that dog was garbage. The dog was straight garbage. I told this man that. I speak facts. I'm not doing it to belittle nobody. I'm not doing the belittle. If the motherfucker ain't shit, they ain't shit. I had plenty of that one shit. I ain't scared to tell you.
I feel you on that. I had plenty that wasn't shit either. Yeah.
To me, this game is hit and miss.
Yep.
Hit and miss.
Yep.
Everybody want their stuff to be this kind of machine like off a Rocky movie with the Russian dude. You can't do that. You sit back. I don't rush them. You sit back. You just wait your time. Let them wait their time.
Hey, for some reason they think that's how the Malawites come too, dog. They think they come like Rocky or the Russian. You get them, you buy them fully trained like that. The way you see people doing these tricks, some people feel like when you get a puppy, it's supposed to be sitting, staying, healing, attacking, and everything. You know what I'm saying? And shit, it don't work that way.
My partner stop selling bay dogs and cash dogs. You know, cause his cash dogs he used probably quarter bulldog, quarter hound. It might be plot or blue tick or walker sometimes cross, but his bay dogs, trail dogs, he leave them pure. But he stopped selling them. You got guys take a 6-month-old puppy and want him to jump on a 350-pound haul. Oh, the puppy was standing back. He said, I'm there one day, dude called him. He said, what the fuck you mean? What the fuck you want him to do? You just bought him.
Mm-hmm.
He ain't been to the woods yet.
Yep.
You know, but you get these guys, they just think crazy. But you know, I gotta, you know, salute, you know, like I say, CML also, Primetime Kennel. You know, he was another one, always school me, you know, giving me the game about what to do, what not to do. You know, I went out with one of my Dabo Corvino jips, my first time out. Guy told me, had me working the Jenny wrong. I didn't know I was supposed to rotate the direction every day. Man, I went into Latin Forest. They had this hard biting barracuda bitch. Man, I went 40 minutes. She hurt me early. That bitch was steady coming and steady doing her thing. And then finally, hey, I had to pick up. But I said, let her run a courtesy. He said, what? I said, no, I want the full count. Face to the corner, turn around. That bitch fell 4 times getting crossed up. Matter of fact, Latin Forest walked in there when I was cleaning up. Sell me that dog right now. That's what he sell me that damn dog right now. That's some game shit. He said somebody already told me that shit you got game.
Damn.
I said, man, I'll let you know. I'll hit you up tomorrow. He was like, yeah, you got my number? I said, no, just give it to me. But she ended up passing on that night.
Damn. Hey, I got a question to ask you. This came to my head. I want to ask you real quick. It ain't one of the ones I got wrote down. That's why I want to ask you this before I forget it. Me and one of my homeboys was talking about this. It's almost a 2-part question, but my thing is, okay, which dog is the dog that you breed to, or which dog do you consider to be the better dog at this point? Okay, we got a 2-time winner, and we got a dog who never been touched. We got a 2-time winner that went out and just lost. No matter of fact, we'll make him a champion, and we say he stood the line. He didn't lose game style like in the middle where you picked him up. He stood the line, 3-1, and then you got one that never been touched. Okay, but you know that we just gonna say it's the same stuff. Maybe it's the little mate brother. Okay, Which dog do you consider the better dog now? The dog that never been touched at all, that showed you no bad signs? Neither the, he showed you good signs, but you know what I mean? Or the dog who's done showed you that he'll quit?
I go with the other dog because then again, that's hard. That's a hard question because
That same thing we were saying.
Charles, I'm gonna tell you. Look at Peterbilt. Peterbilt done went what over the 2 hour mark, but when they took him out there to Dallas, he stood in line in 10 minutes because of the heat.
Yeah.
So that's hard to say. That's just like asking a man a personal question about in the bedroom when you
Yeah.
between when you 25 to 45.
Yeah. I feel you on that.
So you really don't know. It
Yeah.
just depends on what bra show up that day,
Yeah.
how you
Yeah.
perform.
Yeah. 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 You're right about that.
So I don't, but now if you in the AC, you in that AC and you it is down and ain't nothing, no, bro, you ain't no reason you should be doing that.
Yeah. Yeah.
Man, I seen one of my partner we had some prime time had hooked us up. He came to me with 3 on them. They were pups, Jeep Rascal pups. Man, I said, nah, I just want one. Man, take the dog. You can pay me on time. Quit acting like that. I said, nah, okay, all right, just get yours. Well, one went to the other side of the state, sloot them apart to move money and kill them. His went one night. Man, when they got of age. Bro, that dog Faye was gone first 20 minutes. That black motherfucker was started coming and started biting. Jeep Rascal cross. 2 hours and 36 minutes.
Damn. That's a long time. Well, a lot of brothers who, some brothers talk that stuff because with a lot of, we be talking all kind of stuff on these boards and different things. But any brother who have the privilege to sit there for 2 hours and watch a match, man, that's a long damn time. An hour get long. But,
Yeah.
that's a long damn time, boy. You imagine driving somewhere that 2 hours away and coming back and they still going.
Yeah. Yeah.
And they still rolling.
And and on your other chat, they made a comment about Boyle stuff. I was never a fan because I was letting somebody talk to me about it.
Yeah.
So I watched. I knew Ground and Pound built this whole yard across Red Boy Frisco, dog, 50-50 dog. That was one of the owners of Gator Mouth. That was his dog. Matter of fact, he went to Chico Lopez. Chico came here. When he tell his little story, he went down, he came to Fort Myers in a van. No, motherfucker. You came in a gray dually truck, you, your son, and some fat red dude, all the way from Texas.
Yeah.
You won that. He did win that show. But I don't remember you coming in a van, swooping up 30, 40 puppies. you came in a fucking dually truck because Gator Mouth hosted that night. Yes, he did win with that macho dog.
Yeah.
He was Brindle. That's why when you talking shit about black dogs, hold on, motherfucker. The first one I seen you do was Brindle.
Yeah. And now you
ain't talking about no story. I'm talking about what these 2 hours seen.
Yeah.
But anyway, that guy, his kennel partner, he had they was, like I said, Red Boy Frisco crossed the Pure Vessel dogs. Yeah. So what this guy did, he went up North Florida to the Voodoo Man and bought one straight off of him, crossed that hard mouth motherfucker, which he ended up doing him, but fucked up the keep. He went an hour 41 with a half-ass keep.
Damn.
Lost, ran a courtesy. But anyway, he made a cross with that Voodoo dog until, like I say, the Frisco Red Boy Vessel. Well, he sold the guy, ended up, because he got out of him, because, his job. Yeah. He sold the guy 2 puppies out of that litter and the mama dog. GNP built the whole yard. And I'm talking about with champions and grand champions. He'd go back and cross it with a little divine stuff. He built that. He built the yard off of that. So when these guys were talking about the boy and stuff, I stand for this. Hold on, bro, you ain't seen nothing. And then I kind of feel it was a shot at me because me, Pro, and this guy that had a three-way conversation or whatever.
Yeah.
You see what I'm saying? That's just like So they thought of bam, 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 bam. You know who owned him? One of us.
Yeah. Yeah.
You didn't know none of this stuff, bro. You listen to the conversation and then you take it and run with it. That's why I get upset. If you say, hey, Pelican Bay, salute to Pelican Bay. He gave me the game on this. Salute. He ain't got to call your name. Like I say,
Yeah.
just your
Yeah.
kennel. He get,
Yeah.
hey, keep it 100.
Mm-hmm.
Keep it $100. That's all I know. But then I see this other bullshit. This German guy, his daddy was sending him straight from Germany. He was here. Man, he had one go one night. Listen to me. In the first 10 minutes, this dog, his bottom jaw was laying in his chest. That motherfucker went an hour and 20. Studied, the motherfucker scratched 16 times.
Damn.
I can't do nothing but respect that shit when I'm seeing this.
Yeah.
Even if I don't care for the blood, I don't like it, man, you gotta respect that dog, and he just made his pedigree.
Mm-hmm.
He just made it.
Yep. Yep. Gotta respect that. Gotta respect it. Yes. Sir.
Like I hear, champion Lil Jon. I'm saying, when the hell Lil Jon was a champion?
So Little John wasn't a champion?
Lil Jon one did.
Damn.
And this was told to me from one of the horses' mouth. I'm gonna send you a picture.
Now
It's
you
a
know.
scout. Huh?
I was about to say, I didn't cut you off. When I be talking about Little John, I'm talking about a different strain of Little John.
We talking about CML.
Yeah. We right now, we on CML, Little John.
Yeah, we down south with it.
But when you hear me talk about it myself personally, I'm talking about the the Big John and Little John stuff.
Yeah. You talking about that stuff up north?
Yeah, the walk stuff.
Yeah.
But yeah, man, you can go ahead.
Yeah, but no, that dog wasn't no champion. I don't know why, you keep putting titles on these motherfuckers.
Yeah, damn, I thought he was a dang champion.
Listen, man, I don't know it to be true. I just see the scar there because I done been with him, and I send you the picture, and I want you to look close at the picture.
Yeah.
From one side at his belly, going across the top of his back. I heard A-Cart was schooling him, and the motherfucker tried to hop out. Dog went up in his guts.
Damn.
That's why that's where that scar comes from. This is what I was told. That dog was never dead.
Yeah.
My thing, I watched this shit. Champion Wildcard, Champion Yellow Boy, Champion Showtime, Champion Bobo. They was off of them. Annabelle wasn't. When they got Dog Man of the Year, they had 5 champions. 4 off of Lil Jon. Annabelle wasn't off Lil Jon. She was off Mayday. But that was their dog they made champion.
Yeah.
I was there when Boom spanked them with Bobo and the other dog Latin Force had was the Terminator. I think JP had them made grand champion.
Oh damn.
I was there when the roster man came down. I lost money betting against his brother on the side.
Yeah.
But them dogs had Wycombe, his bottom was Mayday. I think Bobo bottom was Mayday. Showtime was a different strand of Bolio. Hell of a dog. That bitch get on that pickle. Hey, he'll ride a bicycle. He was just a head ace.
Yeah, when you get one like that, boy, it's hard to stop him, boy.
Yellow Boy, he was a wicked little motherfucker. His mama was Turtle Buster. Wicked. But out of all them I seen the one More Money Kennels had, Scratch It Slow. That was a wicked motherfucker.
That was the dog name, Scratch Slow, or
Scratch It Slow. Scratch It Slow was his name.
They probably named it that because he was scratching slow.
When he was school, but when game time came, after a couple of them schools, it was wide open.
Yeah. Man, I seen one.
Hold on 1 second. Let me mute my mic.
Oh, go ahead, bro.
Hello?
Yeah.
Yeah, that was my buddy. I just seen him at the store. Talking about he finna go throw the hog on right now.
Hog on the grill?
Yeah, that man there, he a hog hunter, but got more experience than any bulldog, man. and the way, just dealing with dogs.
Yeah, yeah,
So he bring that knowledge. That's why I say everybody ain't gotta be APBT. You can
yep,
learn something from the bully guy. You can
yep,
learn something from the Malawar guy.
yep,
It just we can all learn. Take a piece of this from each person and make your own little pot of gumbo.
yep. You right about that. You're right about that, man. And I'm glad you said that, because it's like a lot of our brothers try to put that requirement on people. You gotta have 50 dogs in order to tell them something. Or you gotta have, you gotta have this in order to, it's like, a certain kind of thing they put on people, man. And it ain't like that. You know what I'm saying? You don't gotta have no dogs. Period. I feel, you know what I'm saying?
No, no. Like my mentor used to say, hell, I done forgot more knowledge than this dummy I ever learned.
Mm-hmm. This dude might not got no dogs on his yard, period, but he might can help you to a point where, people who got everything, all the big kennels can't help. You know what I'm saying? It just,
Yeah.
and folk will look over that because of the fact that, you know what I'm saying, that person ain't he got Rottweilers or whatever, but he done dealt with pit bulls before. He got Doberman pictures, so they just gonna let that shit come in one ear and out the other. You know what I'm saying? He don't know nothing about pits or whatever. You know what I'm saying? He don't know nothing about this or what I got going on or this or that. And that's how a lot of brothers do it, man. They look at what you got right then, as far as the pit bulls. Do you got pits? Because when I first started doing my shows, man, it was like, folk didn't really know. They didn't see me with no pits. He don't got no dogs. He don't got no dogs. And right now, they still don't even know how many dogs I got. They only know what I showed them. You know what I'm saying?
I
And
learned. Go ahead. I'm
huh?
sorry.
Oh, now
I,
you
I
good?
learned never underestimate people. I knew this guy. He was in one of the stores. Like I was telling my mentor, and we working. But I didn't know the guy's name. I met the guy. I was working at this uh, OTR tire shop, and they him and another guy at a paint shop down the road. But he come through there because I had them put a pen in my backyard. I was raising and selling wild hogs.
Yeah.
Man, them jokers sell like hotcakes. But anyway, they had some cows, so he come stop through there. He knew what I was doing, and he get a bunch of vegetables from the farmer's market. And I give him the gate key. He say little stuff about the dogs. He see them. He go in there. He can see some of them. But anyway, so one day we were talking about something, and this guy had a big nursery. Big nursery. He sold trees to like these big national home building companies that was in the area. Cause we had golf courses and stuff down here, subdivision.
Yeah.
And lo and behold, one day my mentor was there, and the guy pulled up, and I say, "I'll be damned." They
Damn.
went to talking. I say, "This motherfucker been in my face all this time. I've been dealing with this man about 2 years, and this the man he was talking about with one of they dog they took up the road. Couldn't bite through a paper bag. I was 45, just game. I had the heart.
Damn.
And it was this guy right here. So you don't know who you standing in front of.
Yep. You right about
Right?
that.
I look at it just like that square. You don't know who that's 16 feet in front of you.
Yep.
You know?
Yep. It might be somebody standing in front of you who about to become that motherfucker. You know what
Hell,
I'm saying? He might not be he might not be that person yet, but he might be about to become that motherfucker on you. You know what I'm saying?
yeah.
Yeah. And
And,
you can't underestimate
and,
nobody.
I was taught. I played little league baseball as a kid, and we lost two. My first year playing, we lost 2 games, but we ended up winning the championship. But the first game we lost two, and so we was playing somebody else, and me and one of my brothers was talking. I never forget this. I was 10, and I said, "Oh, we gonna beat them." They started. My daddy never said much, never whooped us. My mama whooped the hell out of us. But when he say something, you know he ain't fucking around.
Yeah.
Man, he hopped up. Listen, let me tell you something right now. And you listen good. You don't take nobody for granted. You said he said I heard your conversation last time, and look what happened to y'all. You lost 2 games to him, to another team. You don't never take nobody for granted. Don't care what their record is, or how they look like they can't play ball, you don't never take nothing for granted, even when you're fighting with a nigga. You don't take nothing for granted.
Yeah, you're right
And
about that.
I've always, took that advice. You don't take stuff. You don't know. Like you say, you don't know who that he might become that motherfucker standing in front of you.
Yep. Things will go better for you when you don't take nobody for granted or nothing for granted. You know what I'm saying? Don't underestimate nothing. Never know. Like you say, never know, man. You never know. All right, let me see here, man. Let me see here. Got a question for you. When like the dogs that you ran through or the dogs that you bred back in the days, which dog was the closest to the perfect dog, if you could say? Or if it wasn't your dog, what dog, period, in general, do you consider closest to being the perfect dog that you've seen?
One is a female. I bought her belly mate brother made grand champion. He was stole from me when he made champion because I had caught another charge and went back in and was fighting that charge. I was told that the dog died, but he was stolen, made grand champion. His belly mate sister, they was Red Boy Frisco top vest on the bottom. She's a one time DGL. And what happened, on release, some freak accident hit the side of the wall, sidestepped the dog, and her leg broke, bone hanging out. 51 minutes, no turns, no out of hole, no nothing. Steady coming. I called, her name was China Red Vampire. Her, and I gotta say Wycon, champion Wycon. I seen him going to, I think it was Pompano with a Santana dog. Damn good one. He had an ear infection. He fought through it. He got his ass kicked for 50 minutes, and he walked that motherfucker down. So I'd say them two, but more so the Wycon. You know, I give it to him
Yeah.
because I see most of them would have stood, quit, whatever.
Mm-hmm.
He fought through that.
Yeah. And what was his record?
Full time winner,
Four.
champion Wycon.
Oh, I'm glad you said that. All right. When it comes to say for instance, we talking about breeding to a male. You want to breed to a male. Okay. A lot of brothers will be like, I want to see, is that dog for sure? Is that dog for sure? Is he gonna do something? Is he gonna do something before they breed to him, right? But my thing is, I'm asking you now. I'm not saying this is correct or anything. I'm just asking you. If your dog is not retired, then he's one scratch away from being a cur. You know what I'm saying? He's one scratch away from being a champion or a grand champion. But my thing is, if he's not retired, then he a two-time is no better than a one-timer, or a two-time is no better than a school out, one that's been schooled out, and not even in the regular show yet, because at the end of the day, he's not retired. So his legacy can't be, if I'm retired, it's over. It's done for me. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
What I did is what I did. But if you're not retired, then it's a chance that you can still be a cur. So if I'm breeding to you, and now I bred to you, and then come to find out you jumped the damn box. You know what I'm saying? So it's like, if you're not retired, then a brother, he not having, say, because brothers get flack. And I'm gonna use myself as an example. You know what I'm saying? If I got a dog that I'm studying out and I ain't did nothing with him, or I know I'm studying him out for my particular reasons, a brother be like, oh, I want to see this, or I want to see that. Okay, now if I show you one, okay, boom, is that gonna say that this dog is an ace? Is this dog this and that? I can't show you off of schooling. I gotta school my dog all the way out. A retired. That's what I'm saying. A dog is going through the schooling process. He going through the 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. If he make it that far process, that's a whole long career. You know what I'm saying? It's nothing I can show you if I'm not planning on really doing nothing with this dog, it's nothing I can show you in the schooling in a one time really that'll make that can really define that he is the true bulldog. It can show you that he'll do a little something, but it can't define that he's a true bulldog until he's retired, until you say he's done. You know what I'm saying? And
I
that's just my opinion. You know?
I agree. I agree with you, but me, I was with one of my partners one time. He do race cars some years about back in the late '90s,
Yeah.
and the mechanic was talking, and he was telling me, he said, I always expect the worst and hope for the best. And
Yeah.
I've looked at that with dogs. I'm gonna
Yeah.
look for the worst in you. It's just like starting a business.
Mm-hmm.
Inside your house or wherever you in the office, you and your partners or whoever coming up with this business idea, you gotta shoot holes in it, right?
Yeah.
And if it don't sink in there, it'll work when you take it out that door. And that's how I look at the dogs. I gotta
Okay.
look at the very worst in them to see. I'm looking for his signs. I don't give a fuck if he biting you in half. I want to see his bad signs.
Yeah.
Let
Yeah.
me see, do I see that in him?
Yeah.
That's how I always, looked at it. I'm
Yeah.
looking for your flaw signs.
Mm-hmm.
And a lot of people, couple guys used to tell me, you're too hard on them. Oh, you listen to them old motherfuckers. But goddamn it, when they bought one there.